Attention. Class is now in session. Education, information, informative to oneself.
Young black boy
History, past, present.
Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. But thinking about our history, they took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield.
Education of 146,000 days, 400 years, mysterious tears, scars bound to stay. Culture stolen, reprimanded, names thrown away. Revolutionist movement came because this was bound to change. Chains, shackled, obtained, pronounced slaves. Separation of families and crucified in the rain. Brainwashed to believe there was no hope to attain. Then we staged the war and the victory we have claimed. Black education, artillery, know your history. Because an ignorant soul is only a mystery. One hand, one soul, one stand, one goal. United as one army and divided if we fold. Black shields, new mission. Black shields, one vision. Black shields, reliving. Black shields, the times we living in. Because it was MLK, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the rest of all paved the way. Digest, materialized education of our emancipation. Proclamation of our freedom in the sacred pages. Inform yourself of the movement and its many stages. Don't take this biased respect to all different races. Just educate self of all the many different phases. Black shields, black love, must improve our situation.
Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. I'm thinking about our history. They took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Can't stop, ma. You ain't got time. Erase my mind, but still I shine, and it gets to me. I'm thinking about our history. They took away our books. Now everything seems like a mystery. We went from having gold to being sold. Now we fighting for the right to save our souls. Just remember, we're still mad ill. They kill Emmett Till. If we all stand together, we create Black Shield. Cotton fields to the bill, Saints in New Orleans. I'm here to tell you about a legacy that has been stolen. Actually, this is a message. If they laugh at me, I spit something that shake their ass about the apathy. My elders told me age 7, get your education. You gotta take it, son. They ain't gonna give you reparations. I did that college shit and now I'm spitting knowledge on another continent. I'm blasting off like I'm a rocket ship. Fred Hampton, Huey P. Remember Stephen Biko, Patrice Lumumba, and Kwame Nkrumah for the people. Nat Turner, David Hill, even Bobby Seale. I bet Malcolm X and Martin, they dreamed of Emmett Till. Revolution of self, elevate the mind state. Boost up the reading score, down with the crime rate. Clown with the nouns great, profound and it sound great. Marching all in unison until we make the ground shake. One love, one stance, one God, one aim. Reverse mental conditioning until we all become sane. Whenever you say something real, they always coming after you like Dracula. Still say unify the diaspora. Senegal to Detroit, Eskimos and the Haitians. Compton to Berlin, Hawaii to the Bayesians, to Europeans and Asians. Patient, staging a worldwide city and listen. Black Shield, new mission. Can't stop.
Top of the top, top of the top, top of the top. Happy Malcolm Wednesday. You know, y'all usually catch me on a Tuesday or a Thursday, but I've been all over the place lately. Let me go ahead and knock out this quick little disclaimer. You know, you tapped into the top of the top podcast under the Make a Culture Move, you know, where we talk about the issues within our community that we're not supposed to talk about. And let me tell you, I just woke up from a nap. You know how you take like them evening naps and you wake up thinking it's the next day type of shit? Like, nah, nigga, you still here. You still here. But, you know, with this, you know, with these issues that we talk about, you know, we're not supposed to be talking about them. All right. And that's the problem right there, you know, because if we don't talk about the issue, how are we supposed to fix it? All right. So with us just talking about it, those in our own community want to come at us, want to attack us and shit like that, instead of looking at themselves and seeing how they can fix what we're talking about. We just talking. Y'all living this fucked up shit. And keep it simple like that. If you don't like what we got to say about you not being a dad in your kids' lives, if you choosing to gang bang and destroy your community instead of uplift your community, if you choosing to, even on the business side, if you choosing to be late to meetings when you're supposed to be on time, nigga, don't come to me. I'm just talking this shit. Y'all living this shit. And it's fucked up that y'all living it and trying to change the, divert the attention elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also saying I grew up in this section. All right. I come from the city, and the issues and stuff that I'm talking about, I come from. All right. So I ain't just out there talking out my ass. I ain't have to go out and do a whole lot of research to back up what I'm saying either. I got a lived experience that gives me the credibility to talk about this. All right. So if you don't like what I'm saying, please take the time to reevaluate what was said and do something, make some changes. Don't, I can't wait to see that nigga Phillip to give him a piece of my mind because Phillip ain't gonna give a fuck what you gotta say. All right. Yeah, so I just woke up. Dang, let me finish my run through. I'm excited, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just say that. If you haven't checked out the website already, go ahead and check it out, makeachessmove.org. I'm running live right here too on the Instagram, you know what I mean? So y'all can check us out too. All things social at Macam303. Check us out, facebook.com/Macam303, Instagram.com, boom, /Macam303. All right, check out our Twitter thing, /Macam303, Pinterest thing, /Macam303, YouTube /C /Macam303. Check us out on them things. All right. And I said too, if you have a business that you want us to go ahead and shoot you a shout out, send us those IGs, send us those business names and pages so we can go ahead and promote them real fast. Example. Go ahead and holla at my man at East End Visions _apparel on the IG. You intimate? You know, don't stop there. Go ahead and holla at Gems for Queens. You know what I mean? Gems for Queens. GEMZ for Queens with a Z at the end. You know what I mean? Holla at my man at End Game Associations, and I'm only spelling it over here for y'all because y'all can't see what they can see. All right, holla at my man at End Game Associations doing their thing with the chess. Man, my man B, I always go in on a tangent with my man B. I fuck with what he's doing and like that, and looking at trying to increase our knowledge on a cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? Because there's a whole lot of money back there in the scenes that we don't know about, that we're not hip, intimate. And also go ahead and check out the homie Body Love by Tal. You know what I mean? Get you some of this delicious lip balm. You know what I mean? How your lips shining, you know, looking magically delicious and all the other stuff what they say. All right. Go ahead and holler at them folks. You know, go ahead and follow, subscribe, do all that what they do. All right. So what has brought me here this evening? First of all, let me go get my tea. My bad, y'all. I'm usually better than this, all right? I'm usually better than this. So, what has brought me here this evening? What woke me up out of my sleep and was like, all right, let me go ahead and get this top of the top episode. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and talk some shit. Let me go ahead and talk to the people real fast. What woke me up out of my sleep like that? Let me talk to y'all. All right. This is my little chamomile, you know what I mean? My little evening tea, little nightcap, intimate. But let me talk to y'all for a minute, cause and get this little bit of sleep out my eye real fast too. Cause I had a hell of a revelation this past weekend. All right. A hell of a revelation. You know, and it's crazy just to look at it from a lens of deficit. You know what I mean? And when I say a lens of deficit, I mean like I'm fucked up. All right. I'm fucked up. Just simple as that. You know, and I was just saying how simple I am. How easy I be. And truth of the matter is I am truly like fucked up. You know, before a lot of folks don't know I had got locked up, went to prison. and folks still like, I still can't believe you did that bid. You know what I mean? And I still can't believe I did that bid either, but I did it. You know, it comes down to, you know, that prison bid is part of me being fucked up. That's my trauma. I used to enjoy people. All right. I'm gonna just put it as simple as that. I used to enjoy people, you know, the company, um, the conversations, you know, just being around people. I used to enjoy being in the spotlight. I used to enjoy being, you know, under the limelight type of thing. Like if I wasn't the attention, if I wasn't the center of attention, I did what was necessary to become the center of attention. You know what I mean? I made sure that when I came into a spot, I was known in that spot. You know what I mean? This is before prison. You know, me wanting to be around crowds and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? During prison, you know, you go through transitions, moving from facilities, you going to, you know, from a county jail to where you're going to be sentenced and doing your time and shit at. So during those transitions, you are shackled. You chained right next to other brothers, right next to these other dudes in the system, same as you. You know what I mean? You're chained. You're chained. And it's not just yourself with plenty of space around you. You know, it's a claustrophobic scene where you have no say on whether or not you want to be there, first of all. All right. You have no say on what time you're gonna arrive, whenever you're gonna arrive, what time you're gonna leave, when you're gonna leave. You have no say on any of these things. All right. Prison again, where you wake up and you can't move how you want to move. If you wake up, you're gonna be in your cell until the moment that they open them. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in your pod until the moment that they open them doors to let you out to eat. You can't eat when you want to unless you got something in your own little commissary. You know what I mean? But I'm saying all this too. Even looking at time, you know, prison it takes the humanity out of folks. It takes the humanity out of folks, and you know, I truly believe that. Just to put it in a nutshell, you know what I mean? I was stripped of my humanity. All right. Because now I'm in a place right now where this past weekend I had just had my first trip to Vegas. All right. And my first trip to Vegas. I'm excited about it. You know, I ain't never been to Vegas, Las Vegas in the Veg, baby. Pull one for the 4-1, 6-8 running man. You know, I ain't never been to Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's as much as Las Vegas as I know was in Bebe's kids. You know what I'm saying? But I was excited, but my excited started to dwindle down. Just because I'm seeing, you know, I'm there's so many people. You know, there's so many drunks, there's so many strangers, there's so many. I don't know what's going on. You know, I can't find the wall to put my back against. You know what I mean? Like, I don't me I don't vibe with people. I don't jig people. I don't like people. I don't like folks. I don't, and not to say that just any folks I don't like because they just, you know what I mean? My thing is people. I've seen what folks can do. I've seen what folks are capable of, even when you bring some of the best energy, some of the most positive, some of the you know, this is what God has been giving and showing us. And I don't know if it's just American Black culture or people as a whole. but I just have a high for people, just in general. So, it got to the point where I'm like, oh man, I don't even know if I'm enjoying myself now. It's number one. Number two, again, it all comes back down to this is a revelation that I just had this weekend, and it all narrowed in and it zeroed in on me going to prison and me needing to heal from that, because that was a traumatic experience. I didn't even look at it as, how traumatic it was while I was in it. You know what I mean? While I was in it, I had to just do prison. I had to do my time. I couldn't let my time do me enough. I seen how time can do a lot of niggas too, especially when they worried about what was going on out here in this world. So I don't it let me know where the trauma came from. Now, when it comes to healing, I'm in therapy. I'm currently talking to two therapists. I have a coach and I have a therapist. You know what I mean? A homie, I call my therapist the homie. And the coach, that's the coach. You know what I mean? Just because I know I need this shit fixed, and in order but at the same time too, is this a problem for me to not want to be around folks? Vegas is not for me. Number one, I'm not the be up all night type of nigga. No, I'm not the spend money just to spend money type of nigga. No, I'm very strategic on how I like to spend my money. I like to spend my money in ways that is going to produce some kind of positive results, not just for me, but for those who are around me, for those in my community. I'm always not thinking about myself. And I think that's my problem, because as much as I don't think about myself, I expect others to not think about themselves as much as I don't think about myself. Because at the end of the day, if we all thought like that and moved accordingly, our community would be a beautiful thing, because we all thinking about each other. But I don't know nothing, man. We all thinking about each other. But the less we think about ourselves, the more we think about others. Pretty much, period. But I'm saying all that to say too, I don't like being around drunks. I don't like being around. I'm not the type to just be fucking on strangers. You know what I mean? I don't even like strangers. Let me tell y'all, I was in so there was a club that I was supposed to go to, that I was supposed to go in. All right, y'all know me. I go through the security thing, right? I go through the line. I'm going up to the cashier's place, right? So my other partner, he's already in. You know what I mean? So I got my other partner. He's ahead of me in the other line. So we at the cashier at the same time. He's there just a little bit before me. So I get up there to the front. Boom. I'm ready. She tell me, she say, "This general admission?" I say, yeah. You know what I mean? Cut me in. Cut me in and cut it out. Intimate. I'm already feeling myself. I had me a drink. All right. And y'all know it don't take much. But I'm in Vegas, sure. You got to do something when you're in Vegas. So I had me a drink. All right. In Vegas for 3 nights, and I had 3 drinks. You fucking mean. All right. So yeah, cut me in and cut it out. So she said, "General admission, that'd be $125. I said, "Whoa." So I looked over at my partner. He looking at me. He said, "She just tell you the same thing? $125?" I said, "Yeah." So we both bust out laughing. All right. $125 to go into a club. I don't give a fuck who is in a club. First of all, $125 to go into a club. I already know me. My example of a good time is to not be around a million other peoples, is not being around. This is Phillip right now. Phillip in 2005 to 2006, 2004. Shit, Phillip would have been in that bitch like, oh, turn up. Oh, this is, oh, that's it. What you mean? All up in that thing. But Phillip now, just the idea of spending $125 to be in a place that I know that once I be in there, I'm gonna be like, oh man, I need to get the fuck out of here fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So you know me, I got to the line, I turned around, boom. I hear my partner, he say, come on, I got you. It's not that I ain't had a bread. I appreciated the gesture. You know, it's the fact that I'm saving you money because I know me. I know that Phillip is going to be in there. Phillip is going to find him an exit, post right by that exit. Phillip ain't going to move the entire night. That's not Phillip having a good time. So, you know, I turned around and I was out of there. Mobbed the strip, looking like a real life tourist. Intimate. Had space. Give me some elbow room. Give me some elbow room. Boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka, boom. Y'all don't remember that, man. So what y'all do? That's old school type of shit. Y'all know nothing about that, man. You know what I mean? But I know I need to heal from that. But like I was saying too, is this something bad? Is this something that I truly need to heal from? Is this something that credits and needs healing? The fact that I don't like being around folks. The fact that I don't like, you know what I mean? I mean, like when it comes to work, when it comes to business, of course, I'm a be businessy, nigga. What you mean? I know how to put on my business cap. Fuck, it ain't gonna look like yours. All right. But I know how to put on my business cap. Nintendo. I'ma still say Nintendo in these business meetings. I'm gonna still talk about God in these business meetings, let them know how God is the reason why we were able to do this work. I ain't gonna be how they want me to be in these business meetings. I'm gonna tell y'all that up front and first of all, and if they know, they already know what it is. Intimate. But is that something that I need to grow from? I know when to talk to people. And it's I mean I was at the point one time in my life, this is probably a few years ago, when I probably said no more than 50 words a day. And it probably got less to it probably got about to 50 words per week type of thing, because I really wasn't saying much. You know what I mean? And it was good because I was doing a lot of reflecting. I was doing a lot of reflecting of me. Another point that I want to touch on too. You know, I was just going over, you know, with my youngin, intimate. You know, we talk about our deliverables when we doing this work to the foundations and to these other community organizations who donate to us and stuff like that. We give them their deliverables in their language, intimate. You know, we just came up with our hood deliverables for Malcolm. You know, just for any youth, primarily Black men, Black youth, these Black babies who's going through our programs. You know what I mean? We put some deliverables on what we're producing. And, you know, I wanted to go ahead and share these deliverables with y'all because I already put them on the social media. And that's what all the old heads be calling, you know, You could be live on Facebook, you be live wherever. They're like, oh, you on the social media? Nah, that's all they call it. They ain't gonna call it something specific. Oh, you on the social media. but but I put it on the social media already. You know what I mean? Put it on the social media. All right. But our hood deliverables, you know what I mean? Number one, if you have a child that's going through our program, your child will not be a rapist. You know what I mean? We don't produce molesters, none of that shit. All right. We talking hood deliverables right now. No chomos, no, none of that shit. All right. That shit's not cool. We make it known that's not our culture. Period. Number two, their child that participates with Malcolm, whether he is a man or a woman. Like I said, I'm specifically targeting young black men because we're not producing men who beat on women. We're not producing men who beat on their children. All right, these are all hood deliverables. These are all hood deliverables. We don't want these type of niggas in our community. This is not our culture. All right, that's not our culture. And third one, again, all hood deliverables. No creep shit. No creep shit. Again, your child that comes through Malcolm, we're not producing no creep shit. You know what I mean? And that goes on all levels, from businesses, to serving on boards, to working in these schools. Our facilitators know already we ain't in these schools to be trying to talk to none of these babies. The fuck is y'all niggas doing? No creep shit. All right, those are our 3 hood deliverables. You know what I mean? Because that shit right there, that is not us. That's not our culture. And we need to get back to who we are. And the thing is, a lot of us don't know who the fuck we is. That's the sad part. So let's go ahead and try to tap back into what we know what's right and do good and be good. It's that simple. It is that simple. I truly believe it is that simple. But the doing right to be right and the doing good to be good, that's the hardest thing in the world for a lot of you motherfuckers. And that's sad. It's almost sickening. It makes me want to beat you niggas up. Like, goodness, homie. It can't be that serious, could it? But, y'all caught me on a late evening. You know what I mean? Tapped in with y'all for a few ticks. I wish I had a poem or something to leave y'all with. But I think just a little few words, a few little Nintendo that I had left y'all with is good enough. All right. So I had dropped y'all off with our hood deliverables that we're doing and producing with Malcolm, with the youth who go through the program. And I had shared with y'all my trauma. My trauma that I just identified this past weekend. I couldn't put a finger on it. I knew how I was moving was like, nah, this ain't how you supposed to be moving. This ain't how you used to move. I just didn't know what it stemmed from. I just couldn't put my finger on it. And I finally put my fucking finger on it. I identified where my trauma came from. Partially, that's partial identification, but at the same time, it was still a necessary step. So now I can start the process of healing, because we all need to heal some way, some form or another. All right. But I ain't got no more, man. I'm just here rapping. That's all I got. It's late night, but I'm here. Like I said, I just woke up from a nap. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fuck around, just be up rapping with y'all. Sure, if that's I mean, my episode is over right now. 30 minutes exactly. All right. So now we're in the after hours. Let me go ahead and tap that in right now, real fast. We're in the after hours. I'm out of here, man. I got shit